it is one of the deadliest terror attacks in the valley since the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019. At least 26 civilians, mostly tourists, were killed in a terror attack in a prime tourist location in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam. Condemning the terror attack, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made it very clear that those behind the heinous act will be brought to justice. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also cut short his Saudi Arabia trip and left for India last night. Amit Shah called a meeting soon after the attack. We also know that he also held a meeting which was attended by Intelligence Bureau Chief, Union Home Secretary Govind Mohan, CRPF Chief and JNK DJP. An anti-terror operation has been launched to neutralize the terrorists. PM Modi has also returned. He lands in India. That's the breaking news we are getting at this moment. Prime Minister has cut short his Saudi trip. He took a flight last night and now he has landed back in Delhi. We also understand that Donald Trump, US President, has extended his full support to India when it comes to anti-terror operation. We are being joined by my colleague Nazir, who is on the ground. Nazir, what's the latest you can tell us?
Well, Pahalgam is literally a ghost town since yesterday, and it's only the ambulances and the security force who have been here making rounds. An anti-terror operation has been launched, but this operation is what has happened. Operation is too small a response. The way you see Prime Minister himself cutting short his Saudi visit, and then there's a condemnation from the world leaders. Home Minister, hours after the incident, has reached Srinagar. He held meeting with the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister, Lieutenant Governor, and top officials also. Now it is today bodies would be sent to the families. It is a massacre where innocent people who have come here to this beautiful place to have fun, to enjoy the beauty of this Pahalgam. They were at Baisaran Valley when terrorists struck and resorted to heavy firing on these innocent men. So this is since there's a shock and disbelief in the valley. In fact, a Band call has been called by Band has been called by various trade groups and which has been supported by the political parties also. So there would be a complete shutdown across Jammu and Kashmir today. So in many places, schools are also closed. There were spontaneous candlelight vigils, protests against these barbaric killings. Because this is something that not only innocent people were killed, but also they want to destroy the economy and the image of Kashmir. It is a hard-earned peace and era when that has been targeted. And Home Minister here is trying to, review the security situation because the challenge is that just few weeks back he was here on a 3-day visit, reviewed the security situation. Till yesterday morning, nobody had a inkling that there could be such a major terror attack of this proportion, which has completely shaken and shattered this deceptive calm in the valley. For all these years, for 5 years, there was a perception that militancy is completely finishing in the valley or finished in the valley, and that shifted its base to Jammu region, where actually whole focus was how to deal with militancy in Jammu region. But yesterday, that all was shattered. And this incident, like the Pulwama, it is seen as another Pulwama because that time it was security force, 44 security force persons, CRPF persons were killed in a suicide attack. And this time it is innocent people from different parts of the country. Two of the people who were killed one is from Navy and the Intelligence Bureau. There are also two foreign nationals. One is said to be from UAE, another from the Nepal, among the innocent tourists who have been killed. So it is something people are still yet to been able to come to terms with this loss and their sense of grief and disbelief in the valley. But clearly, this attack is not going. This terror attack is not going to be like a business as usual. As you can see, the response from the highest level of the government, Prime cutting short his Saudi visit. He will be, chairing secure, meetings here, and response appears to be would be much stronger. What that would be, only government would decide, but clearly it is not just launching an operation in Pahalgam, here in Pahalgam, where they may be killed those attackers or not, or they will be tracked down or not. But the fact is, though, they wanted to send a message beyond that, disrupt the peace, and perhaps send a message to tourists: don't come here, because all these years what government was saying that tourism is was indication of revival of peace, development, and progress in the valley, and that idea has been targeted by killing these innocent people here yesterday and today. Entire Kashmir is actually mourning. There's a shutdown, there's a strike call today in the valley, and it's expected that like last evening there were simultaneous protests and candlelight vigils. There is going to be shutdown in the valley. Many schools have already announced closure.
That's right, Nazir, a completely tragic news. Let me also ask you, when it comes to, because we also know that this is peak tourist season in Kashmir right now. Several tourists from different parts of India go to Kashmir at this point in time. What measures are being taken by the government to ensure the safety of tourists and locals of the region at this point in time?
Well, tourists love they love this place. That's why they are coming here. And behind me, you can see why this place. People come from different parts of the country and the world to see this place. But when there's this type of attack of this magnitude, it may take a while before the confidence of common man is restored, and they believe they would be safe. But terrorists they wanted that tourists should not come here, and everybody would like that that this that should be defeated. But it is clearly the government which has to take call how to defeat that. Purpose was not just kill them, these innocent people, but also prevent others coming Kashmir. And this is the attack on the progress of this place. This is attack on the idea of that every Indian owns this place and says it's ours. We are enjoying the beauty of this beautiful place. This is attack on that, and perhaps how government is going to deal with this, that would be seen. So far, the airlines has said they would be are already cancellations and of many people. Clearly, when you have such attack of this magnitude, the cancellation is or the fear is right. Something bound to happen. So this whole area has been cordoned off. Security has tightened. Coordinated search operation has been launched. Other tourist places security has been increased there as well. But at a time when the full focus was on Jammu region, how to deal with the situation here, because it's a region has has been facing frequent encounters and attacks. This terror attack has clearly shown that militancy may have been down, it's not out, and it has come back with this ugly and horrible with attack on innocent people in Pahalgam.
That's right, Nazir. A horrific attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam district. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We'll keep coming back to you for all the details. Now, in view of the brutal terrorist attack in Pahalgam, Prime Minister Narendra Modi cut short his 2-day Saudi Arabia. He has landed back in Delhi. In strong words, the Prime Minister condemned the terrorist attack and said the government's resolve to fight terrorism is unshakable and it will even get stronger. Their evil agenda will never succeed. That's what the Prime Minister said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is likely to chair a meet of Cabinet Committee on Security in Delhi today. My colleague Ghazali has more details.
The Strategic Partnership Council meeting was held when he met Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. But during the meeting, the issue of terror attack in Kashmir was prominently discussed as per the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson, and that is where both Mohammed bin Salman and Prime Minister Modi condemned the terror attack in Kashmir. Mohammed bin Salman, who also happens to be the Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, offered help of any kind to India during this terror attack. He is expected to chair the Cabinet Committee on Security meeting. And before that, during the bilateral talks, multiple issues and a gamut of issues of relevance between the two countries was discussed by both the leaders, be it the issue of progress of IMEC corridor, maritime security, trade ties. Also, a lot of MOUs have been signed between the two countries in different domains, be it anti-drug terror operation, terror funding. Both the leaders have jointly said that both the countries are working on combating terrorism, but this entire terror attack in Kashmir has certainly impacted Prime Minister's visit.
And these are live pictures coming in where the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is being seen to land in Delhi. Remember, he has cut short his Saudi Arabia trip. He was in Saudi Arabia until yesterday, but following the tragic terror attack or the horrific terror attack in J&K's Pahalgam, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is now in Delhi. He is likely to hold a key meeting in Delhi today. That is what we understand as per the sources. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has cut short his Saudi Arabia trip and is in Delhi. These are the live pictures which we are showing you right now. Prime Minister landing in Delhi post the horrific terror attack in J&K, which has claimed at least 26 innocent lives. Lives of tourists who were there to have a good time, but this ended as a horrific time for them. And these are the live pictures we are seeing. We also understand that the Prime Minister has cut short his Saudi Arabia trip. He, in strong words, condemned the terrorist attack and said the government resolve to fight terrorism is unshakable, and he confirmed that the government will reply back stronger when it comes to anti-terror activities. We have our senior colleague Maria Shakil joining us on the phone line. Maria, do we know about this whole thing? What is the agenda? What is the Prime Minister's meeting be all about? Is he supposed to hold a committee meet today evening?
Yes, so the Prime Minister has cut short his Saudi Arabia trip and is back in India. In fact, last night he also skipped the official dinner which was hosted by the Saudis. As per his original schedule, the Prime Minister was expected to arrive somewhere later tonight, but his arrival at 7 a.m. certainly means that the government is concerned, and because of the nature of the crime and the number of casualties, it's a huge challenge for the government of India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The concerns and condolences have been coming in from across the world. President Donald Trump also dialed Prime Minister Modi and expressed, said that the United States stands firmly in this fight against terrorism and has offered all possible support. Prime Minister's message right from the moment the news started coming in has been very strong. First, he had a telephonic conversation with Home Minister Amit Shah and asked Mr. Shah to visit Srinagar, and we saw that visit being undertaken. Home Minister Amit Shah was holding high-level meeting at the Raj Bhavan in Srinagar till late last night. And the concerns is that the perpetrators and the backers of this cowardly, heinous attack has to be brought to justice. The government in the past has sent a strong message every time we have seen an incident of terrorism under Prime Minister Modi in the last 10 years, since 2014. And now the Prime Minister is back in India. Expect series of meetings starting perhaps in the next 20 to 30 minutes the moment the Prime Minister reaches his office or 7 LKM, which is his official residence. There will be a cabinet committee on security because, the concerns are as to what did and where did the intelligence go wrong. That is something that will be answered by those who have been there, and the IB chief, the National Security Advisor, all of them. In fact, the National Security Advisor was traveling with the Prime Minister on this official trip to Saudi Arabia. All of them are now back in India. Prime Minister Modi will be chairing the CCS, that is the Cabinet Committee on Security, sometime from now. We can expect that meeting to begin in a couple of hours from now. But the overall sentiment certainly is that there would be a response from India. The nature of response will be decided by India, with the Prime Minister taking that call at the time and place of his choosing.
Right.